This is your Friday morning fish report.
I'm a going fishing, yes, I'm going fishing, and my baby going fishing too.
That's right. It's Friday, time for the Friday morning fishing report. I'm Downtown Joe, joined once again, as always, by Bill Herzog.
Bill Herzog here.
Yeah, Northwest Wild Country. You can listen to him and Joel Shangle 6 to 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, Sports Radio 950 KJR. And we're going to start this week's report with big fish news out of Hawaii.
Well,
Something happened over there. Well, I'll just let you listen to this ABC News report. It's pretty incredible.
What Anthony Wickman lived through while fishing off the coast of Honolulu is somewhere between slapstick, like in the film Caddyshack, and a horror movie. Wickman was pulled overboard, alone in the middle of the ocean, by a 280-pound ahi tuna on the other end of his line.
He jerked the rod out of my hands and took off with the line wrapped around my leg.
His small boat capsized. Wickman was hanging onto the side, trying to get the line untangled from his leg when he was pulled under 50 feet.
I had told myself that this was it. Yeah, if he kept pulling, there was nothing I could do.
Finally, as he was running out of air, the fish suddenly stopped pulling. He was able to get to the surface.
Luckily, my waterproof cell phone worked and first called my daughter and then called 911.
We're looking for your vessel right now.
Responders zero in on his cell phone and find him.
Oh, yes, I see you. You're coming directly towards me.
This is a rescue helicopter. We have you in sight.
To have people go out of their way to do something like that was pretty good.
His friends went out and found the half-submerged boat, and they found something else, too. The tuna, all 280 pounds of it, still hooked. Wickman, who has muscle damage to his leg, let his friends keep it and sell it for a whopping $1,400.
Wait a minute, I got to ask a question before we move forward. Pedro, was that you adding the zip, pop, bow, zing, ow sound effects?
No, it was a Skype conversation, so you hear the keep.
Oh, okay.
Skype
I thought you have a TV news story that's got a guy who almost died by fish. Mm-hmm. He was miraculously saved. They found the fish, and you still need that.
That's Skype, apparently.
Yeah. This guy was fishing for the tuna, got his leg wrapped around. Tuna drug him down, and he was miraculously saved. But this opens up our one of our first fishing report contests. The best "That Fish Almost Killed Me" story.
Yeah.
Will win a prize, and you can email them to joe@bobrivers.com.
That fish almost killed me.
That fish almost killed me, because a lot of anglers have had these stories. I know Bill probably has one. I've had a lot of that motor almost killed me, but right. I've never had a that fish almost killed
I was pulling out of Tulalip one night after one of our gigs, really kind of tired, and I almost hit that orca out there. Does that count?
Yeah.
That totally counts.
So far, you're in the lead.
You'll be entered.
Yeah.
Do you know that at Tulalip they've had complaints for keeping that orca in captivity? I swear.
It is terrible. It should be free. That's a wild animal.
The big plastic one out front?
Yes, Bill.
Get out of here.
Leave the casino and I saw this orca well.
And he's constantly jumping because he's trying to get away.
Right.
They spent a lot on that, and they got their money's worth. That is a beautiful piece of art.
It is awesome.
They have.
What I want to know is, this guy's tuna fishing. How do you get your line wrapped around your leg? If you've got this big, heavy rod, a giant Penn International reel, how does the line go around your leg on a fish that big?
Maybe the fish was circling him. Maybe the fish was circling him after he was in the water.
True.
Rod pulled him off the boat, right? He's in the water. Tuna starts just running circles around him. Wrapping them up to take them deep.
The tunas do go in circles.
Yeah. Maybe he was wearing an ankle bracelet and it got caught up in it.
What's the prize for the best That Fish Almost Killed Me?
That Fish Almost Killed Me, also known as We're Going to Need a Bigger Boat. If you got either one of those stories, you can email them to joe@bobrivers.com, and we'll give you a box of Bill Herzog spoons. This guy has a lure that will kill.
I have a handful of them myself.
All right.
Yeah, those are for hubby.
Yes, I know.
And by the way, Bill Herzog spoons are fishing lures, right?
Yes, they are.
Mm-hmm. What are these then?
Those are
just plastic spoons.
Those are for eating yogurt.
As opposed to the Marion Berry spoon contest, which was a whole other thing.
That dope almost killed me.
So, Bill, tell us what's the fishing scenario like this weekend for Puget Sound anglers?
Oh, it's awesome, man. Right behind us in Area 10, We got some of the best Chinook fishing of the planet happening right. You don't got to go to the ocean. Just go right behind us here. Area 10, you go off like Possession or Point No Point area. There's beautiful kings to be had right here, right now. Yeah, you don't got to go far.
Is that a permit required for that?
You have to have a
Okay,
salmon
okay.
tag.
You always have to have fishing licenses.
Well, I know you got a
these days.
fishing license, but you have to have a salmon tag to take a king.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was talking to Jody out there, and she has a good fishing report from hubby,
Yes,
right?
I do. In between Alki and Ballard, he caught 3.
When?
What area is that? Area 6?
That's 10.
Area
You caught
10.
him at
That is 10,
stall
yes.
45 at a Pike Place Market.
Yeah.
Last weekend. I can't even talk the trash that I talked last year when he'd be like, all right, I'm going fishing. I'd be like, okay, won't buy anything for dinner. We'll just await your fishing return. Ha ha. And he came back with nothing. It was hilarious every week. This week, unfortunately, we have fish.
Downtown Joe and Bill Herzog with the Friday Fishing Report. Listen to you tomorrow at what time?
At 6 a.m. on Sports Radio 950 KJR.
With
right
your
next
partner,
door.
what?
Joel Shangle, my buddy
Joe
Joel.
Shangle. Does
Yeah.
he have a spoon that you can shangle in front of the fish?
No, he doesn't. We like to sing Mr. Joel Shangle.
Yeah.
Dance. We go down.
And you can win
Oh, by the way, Spike, today, is this appropriate today?
Your mariner gear is
Yes, it
appropriate
is.
today. We'll leave you be. Well,
I'm
way
afraid-
to learn the lesson, my friend.
I'm afraid I got to call the Guinness Garment Gestapo every Thursday night.
Happy
See what
to
I gotta
help.
wear. Okay.
Happy to help.
All right then.
And if you want to go humpy fishing with
Yeah.
me and Bill, you can win a trip on their show to do that in August. We'll go
Again,
out.
what kind?
Humpies.
That's what I thought you
The
said.
pinks.
The pinks. Yes.
Oh, I see.
And the bad news on that is Lake Washington sockeye officially no, right?
No, not happening. We only have 190,000. We need 375, and that's a huge blow to the economy. That's too bad we don't get that. Real drag.